welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television. Coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja, I am Ramsey Enoch. A quick reminder that Global Television is on the STV channel 365 and Star Times 276. Now the news in details. The Senate has warned the suspended lawmaker representing Kogi Central Senatorial District, Natasha Akpoti-Addo, to desist from forcefully resuming her legislative duties on Tuesday. The chairman of the Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Yemi Ademadu, gave the warning in a statement issued while insisting that no valid court order mandated her immediate recall, adding that the Senate remained committed to due process and the rule of law. The House of Representatives has described the ongoing constitutional amendment process as a vital step towards promoting national unity and addressing decades of marginalization, particularly among Nigerians' diverse ethnic nationality. Aniete Patrick reports.
The Southeast Zonal Public Hearing on the review of Nigerians' 1999 Constitution Zone A held in Enugu brought together key stakeholders from Enugu, Ebonyi, and Anambra states. Chairing the session, Deputy Minority Whip of the House of Representatives, Honorable George Azudinobi, describes the process as a historic opportunity to rebuild trust and foster national cohesion through inclusive constitutional reforms.
Suggestions as to how our institutions are strengthened, that no one individual or group becomes stronger than our institution. The emphasis must be made here that the foundation for the unity of this great nation lies on how seriously we handle this national assignment.
In his contribution, Speaker of the Ebonyi State House of Assembly, Honorable Moses Odunwa, emphasized the need to create an additional state in the Southeast to correct what he called the imbalance in state distribution across the geopolitical zones.
Let us give you one additional state. If we are giving one additional state, then if other states are being added to the geopolitical zones, then we will still be demanding for more of our own.
The Constitution Review Committee disclosed that it has so far received 46 requests for state creation and 117 for new local government areas nationwide. The public hearing also recorded strong support for the proposed bill on special legislative seats aimed at improving representation for women and marginalized groups.
When you look at the constitution and the countries across Africa, you will discover that Nigeria is at the last ladder of female political representation in the parliament.
That there is a sinister plan to remove minimum wage from the exclusive list to concurrent list. We see it as an affront on Nigerian workers.
As constitutional hearings continue across other zones, Nigerians are being urged to stay engaged in shaping a more just and inclusive nation. Aniete Patrick, Global Television News.
In a related development, stakeholders in the Southwest have renewed calls for constitutional reforms, advocating true federalism, state policing, and the devolution of power. These demands were made during the Southwest Zonal Public Hearing on the review of Nigeria's 1999 Constitution held in Lagos. Aniete Patrick reports. We'll bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. More stories still coming on your way. A group of retired police officers took to the street of Abuja in a peaceful protest to draw attention to the poor welfare condition of serving and retired members of the Nigerian police force. The protest was led by the convener of the Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, who joined the retirees to demand urgent intervention from the federal government. Topsy Gimba has the details.
The group of retired police officers expressed displeasure over what they described as years of neglect, non-payment of pensions, and poor treatment of officers who had served the nation diligently. Suore, speaking during the protest, called on the government to recognize the sacrifices made by police officers and ensure that their welfare were prioritized.
We are saying enough is enough. It's as simple as that. We are not here to talk to their statement. We are here to talk about the well-being of these police officers, both serving, retired, dead, and their family members who deserve a better condition of service or after service. How could somebody serve this country for 35 years, 35 solid years, and they go home with 2 million naira? Some of them went home with 900,000 naira. Are you going to buy the recharge card with 900,000 naira after 35 years? So even if we don't fight for them, it will be unconscionable on our part to ignore them.
The protesters also warned that if the government failed to respond promptly, they will sustain their action until their demands were met.
I was only given paid from 2004 to 2017, and I was given 2 million naira. I become a nuisance to my family. I
cannot give you the interest. Who is deceiving you in this country? Why do the IG and co exempt themselves from the PENCO? Why? Because they know it's a bad thing. Why do they want to instigate police to become corrupt? Now it is very clear that the serving police officers now must have to be corrupt.
I need my benefit, my remaining benefit with PENCOM. Let them pay me my benefit. My remaining money, let them pay me so that I will continue training my children. I'm a widow. Even my daughter, my last daughter, she's at State University. Yesterday I branched to see her. She was crying for her rent, 250,000 I'm paying. So this 22,000, how we start?
Security personnel were on site overseeing the protests to prevent any disruption of public order. Places beefed up with armed policemen also included the National Assembly entrance to avoid breakdown of law and order. Topsy Gimba reporting for Global Television News.
The federal government has announced that the online recruitment portal for Nigeria's paramilitary agencies reopens on Monday, July 21, 2025, following a temporary suspension to optimize system performance. The announcement was contained in a statement shared via the official X account of the Civil Defense Correctional, Fire and Immigration Service Board, adding that the applicants who had successfully initiated the application are advised to return to the portal and complete the process at their official portal. As the 21-day ultimatum it issued to the federal government draws to a close on July 23, the Nigerian Medical Association has warned it will grant medical services nationwide if the government fails to meet its demand. The president of the association, Professor Bala Audu, who confirmed this in an exclusive interview, noted that the association was prepared to take decisive decision should the government fail to respond adequately to its demand. Audu stressed that the association's demands were critical to the survival of Nigeria's healthcare system and the welfare of medical professionals across the country. Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to revitalizing the healthcare sector with the commissioning of a newly renovated nursing complex of the State College of Nursing Science in Gusau. The project, completed under the Dauda Cares 2025 initiative, is aimed at strengthening health education and build a resilient health system in the state. Mukhtar Kashim has details.
The healthcare sector in Zamfara State has faced years of neglect marked by inadequate infrastructure, poor funding and a shortage of medical personnel. In response, Governor Dauda Lawal declared a state of emergency in the sector shortly after assuming office, pledging massive investment in health infrastructure and human capital development. In his remarks, the governor emphasized that the College of Nursing Science has played a vital role in the development of nursing and midwifery manpower in the state. He reiterated his administration's resolve to build the state healthcare architecture by investing in institutions that train essential health workers.
We are determined to build a resilient healthcare system by investing in the institutions that produce our workforce. In this regard, therefore, we embark on this ambitious renovation and upgrade project, one that will restore the dignity of this institution and reignite the hopes of its students.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Zamfara State, Bashir Surajo, says the commissioning of the upgraded nursing college at Zamfara State College of Nursing Science is part of efforts to reposition health institutions across the state. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Bashir Surajo Gusau, who represented the Health Commissioner, noted that the upgraded facility will greatly enhance the training capacity of the college and improve the quality of healthcare delivery in Zamfara State.
Your Excellency, sir, the institution has benefited tremendously from your robust and ambitious rescue mission. And still, we congregated again to witness the commissioning of another gigantic determination proven.
The renovation of the nursing complex forms part of the Dauda Cares 2025 agenda, an initiative focused on health, education, and infrastructure development for a better Zamfara State. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television.
The five-man disciplinary committee constituted by the Social Democratic Party National Working Committee to investigate the suspended chairman of the party, Shehu Musa Gaban, on the alleged misappropriation of the party's fund has submitted its report. The committee is headed by retired Vice Marshal Sadiq Abubakar Lima. Topsigimba has more.
The chairman of the committee, Air Vice Marshal Sadiq Abubakar Liman, retired, said in line with the tax and terms of reference, the committee commenced sitting immediately to meet up with the 14 days deadline. The retired Air Vice Marshal officer told the members of the National Working Committee of the party that external auditors were also invited in the interest of natural justice and fair hearing. He revealed that only suspended national auditor honored the invitation amongst the three allegedly accused persons.
It is noteworthy that it is the only suspended national auditor that honored the invitation amongst the three allegedly accused persons. While among the National Committee members, only the National Organizing Secretary vehemently refused to honor the committee's invitation.
The chairman says, in spite of some of them refusing to honor the committee's invitation, he went ahead to suggest far-reaching decisions to reposition the party.
It is safe to state that the committee obtained sufficient evidence from the statements of all those that appeared before it.
With the report of the investigation now submitted, party supporters are anxious waiting to see the next action to be taken against the embattled chairman Shehu Musa Gaban and the two others. Topsigimba, reporting for Global Television News.
You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, ceasefire agreement between Kinshasa and M23 rivals hope for lasting peace in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now let's take you to the world of business, where the federal government, through the National Artisan Skills Acquisition Program, is planning to train and certify 10,000 artisans annually, aimed at creating a steady pipeline of skilled professionals to meet the demands of Nigeria's growing housing sector. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, made the presentation of the program to stakeholders at the 6th National Council on Skills, chaired by the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, at Presidential Villa recently in Abuja. Dangiwa explained that the program is a vision, a digital craft hub and Uber for artisans that will make it easy to find verified construction workers, just like booking a ride, describing it as a flagship intervention designed to deliver practical, market-ready skills to youth and raise the standard of housing delivery across the country. Enugu State Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued a new tariff order to Main Power Electricity Distribution Limited, reviewing electricity cost for Band A and B customers from 209 Naira per kilowatt per hour to 160 Naira per kilowatt hour, effective August 1, 2025. The new tariff was contained in the Commission's order entitled Tariff Order for Main Power Electricity Distribution Limited 2025 and was issued by the Commission. Main Power is the utility that succeeded Enugu Electricity Distribution Company after the state got the approval of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission to control its electricity market. The 2025 Nigerian Manufacturing and Equipment and Nigerian Raw Materials Expo is set to focus on the adoption of indigenous technology to drive local manufacturing and align with the Nigerian First policy of the federal government. Speaking ahead of the forthcoming expo scheduled for August 5 to 7, 2025 in Lagos, President of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Francis Mashoye, said the expo will act as a key platform for adopting homegrown technology to boost local production and reduce reliance on foreign goods. The theme of the expo, which is being jointly organized by the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria and the Raw Material Research and Development Council, is accelerating sustainable manufacturing through cutting-edge technology solutions. And now on the foreign scene, a long-awaited breeze of hope is emerging in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo after years of violence and the displacement of countless civilians. A principal agreement has been signed between the Congolese government and the M23 rebel movement, often accused of receiving support from Rwanda. The accord, signed in Doha under the mediation of Qatar, commits both parties to protecting civilians while fully respecting the territorial sovereignty of the DRC. In Goma, the capital of North Kivu province, which has been under M23 control since January, the announcement has sparked a cautious but genuine sense of optimism. The agreement includes a permanent ceasefire and explicitly bans any military attack, aerial bombardment, or territorial advances. For many residents, the announcement brings both relief and skepticism. A Kenyan court has dropped terrorism charges against prominent activist Boniface Mwangi following a backlash and right group condemnation. Mwangi, however, now faces a lesser charge linked to protests against the government of President William Ruto. Here's Mukhtar Kashim's report.
Boniface Mwangi's defiant court appearance came just days after his arrest sparked national and international outrage. Initially accused of facilitating terrorist acts, the Kenyan government has now dropped the charge after strong criticism, substituting it with unlawful possession of ammunition and tear gas canisters. Mwangi denied all allegations and was released on bail worth 1 million Kenyan shillings, roughly $7,000.
The charges are silly charges. They're just silly charges. There's nothing. I didn't have any ammunition. I didn't have any, tear gas canisters. So they came to me, they had a warrant of search my office, which they did. They didn't find anything. They came to my house, they found nothing. They carried my notebooks, my personal journals, they took my phones, my computer, and my hard drives. But they will find nothing because I'm not a lawbreaker.
Boniface's lawyer, Njanja Maena, and Vocal Africa Executive Director, Hussein Khalid, say Mwangi's case is just one of more than 100 cases where protesters are facing harsh or exaggerated charges. They condemned the use of terrorism laws as a dangerous tool to suppress public dissent.
They did not have anything to charge him on, and as you can see, this is just a fishing expedition. But we are happy that the court has taken cognizance of the fact that Boniface Mwangi is a well-known and respected Kenyan citizen. There is nothing he will do about the fact that now he has been released. He will go along with his business. He will go along parenting. He will go along enjoying his life.
This shows where we are as a country, that the government will stoop very low to just silence dissent, to silence critic, and we want to assure the government that we will continue with our work of ensuring that the constitution is protected and human rights are promoted.
Now, Kenya has been rocked by mass protest since June over tax hikes and police brutality, with rights monitors saying over 100 people have been killed, even though the government puts the figure at 42. Mukhtar Kasim, reporting for Global Television.
Now to the world of sports. Nigeria's under-20 boys, the Flying Eagles, have qualified for the final of the ongoing West African Football Union B Under-20 tournament in Ghana after a tense encounter against their Niger Republic counterparts, culminating in a penalty shootout that ended 4-3 following a scoreless 90 minutes. Throughout the match, the Flying Eagles exhibited determination but faced challenges in converting several scoring opportunities. On the other hand, the Nigerians adopted a strong defensive stance. The first half saw the Flying Eagles record 3 shots off target, while the opponents did not have any sight of the Nigerian goal. Ikorodu City captain Waliu Ojetoye is reported to have agreed a move away from the club. Reports said Ojetoye has agreed a 1-year loan deal with an option to buy with Israeli club Hapoel Jerusalem. Ojetoye hit the headlines with his impressive performance for Ikorodu City last season. That's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @GlobalTVNG. I am Ramsey Enoch Abu. Thank you for watching.